report to the scorers table at this time.
We have a special presentation here, Bill, to honor Mr. Bob Daly before the sectionals get underway. Surprise.
Is this the third time they've done it? Okay, Bob Daly coming to the scorers table. Special presentation of an award for Bob Daly.
Mr. Bob Daly, who for as long as most of us can recall has been the Section 7 official scorekeeper and a valuable member of the postseason Section 17. Ms. Patricia Ryan and Mr. John Revenue, Section 7 basketball chairpersons, will present a gold Section 7 lifetime pass and a plaque which reads, "Presented to Bob Daly in appreciation for years of service to the students, athletes of Section 7 athletics. Thanks and best wishes from Section 7 Basketball Committee, 1998. And now, let's play basketball.
If Bob Euchre is Mr. Baseball, Bob Daly is Mr. Basketball.
In Section 7, that is correct. Foxy Gagnon is doing the introduction of the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. Number 12, Anktel.
Harry Anktel.
Mike Castine, number 21. Jason Coulomb, number 31. Travis Dubry, number 32.
Number 35,
Pete Castine, number 35.
Number 15, Damon O'Brien.
Damon O'Brien, number 15. Favreau, Jim Favreau, right?
Andy.
Andy.
Number 24.
Starting lineup now for the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. Number 24, Ryan Anktel. Jared Ed Koviak's number 23. Senior Craig Castine, number 22.
Number 25, the junior, Scott Morelli.
Scott Morelli, the junior, number 25. And senior Tyson Dumas is number 34. Orville Netto is the head coach for Northeastern. His assistant tonight is Mr. Frank Dumas. And now they will introduce the number 1 seed, Tupper Lake Lumberjacks. Steve Skiff is the head coach.
Bartlett are the assistant coaches. Number 32, Adam Button.
Adam Button, number 32.
Number 31, Jesse Skiff.
Jesse Skiff is number 31. Adam Button with a big game against Saranac. At the end, anyways. Number 10, Paul Pickering. Number 21, Ted Demaras. Luke Radomir, number 22. Kelly Baker's number 24. Jason Ham, number 14. Now the starting lineup for the Lumberjacks.
Number 45, the senior, Paul Mitchell.
Senior Paul Mitchell, number 45.
Number 15, sophomore, Sean Savard.
Sean Savard, number 15.
Number 11, a junior,
Chris Skipp, number 11.
Number 33, a junior, Jason Fuller.
Jason Fuller, number 33.
And number 30, a senior.
And the other senior, Rob Woods, number 30. The Twin Towers for Tupper Lake are Woods and Mitchell, tonight's officials.
Mr. Chris is the alternate official.
Mr. Pete McMillan and Mr. Stevie Parker are the officials.
Mr. Goose Gagnon
And
on the shot clock. Mr. Mark Donnelly is the
Steve Chris is the alternate official.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Elizabeth Boyea with a
National Anthem.
getting some big time
Northern Adirondack student,
appearance here.
Miss Elizabeth Boyea.
Miss Elizabeth Boyea to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Cubs, as you know, met one other time, Bill. That was when Scott Morelli was on the injured list. Tupper Lake came up with the victory.
Yeah, but they had to work for it. It was, in the end, Tupper Lake was able to pull it out. This is Bill Chase and Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable, bringing you championship basketball action. Class C game. Calvin was here to watch Indian Lake and Saranac prevail in their respective classes. Indian Lake winning the Class D and Saranac Lake winning Class B.
There are 3 schools with Lake in their name, and 2 out of the 3 have won so far, Bill. That might be an omen.
Uh-oh. Scotty Morelli, his first shot's off the mark. Well, these are the 2 teams that are supposed to have been here. The number 1 seed, Tupper Lake, and the number 2 seed, Northeastern Clinton Cougars.
2 best teams in the CVAC this year.
There you go.
Division 1 and Division 2 winners.
Skiff starts off Tupper Lake with his first 2 points. Yep. Tupper Lake was the Division 2 champ, and CVAC Division 1 champ was Northeastern Clinton.
Both had 14-2 records.
Right.
Tupper Lake had the head-to-head win.
Okay, Northeastern, Castine driving through. And a little bit of butterflies, I think, there for Craig. Up and down travels called.
According to the newspaper today, Chris Skiff is the CVAC Player of the Year. I'm a little surprised. I don't know what they'll do. They'd like to give it to a senior. I don't know what they'll do next year when Scott Morelli and Dan Munson are both seniors.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised just for that reason too. But there's a good group of juniors, and like you said, Morelli and Munson. Dumas going over the top of Woods, and he scores to tie the ball game up. 6.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. And there's a steal by who's that? That's not.
Antoviak.
That's Antoviak. I mix him on Angtel's numbers up all the time. And a foul called on Tupper Lake, their first team foul. The foul is on the big guy, Rob Woods. And Mike Castine coming in here for an early sub. Angtel is out, and Toviak stays in. See, I got that right that time.
Yeah, you're doing all right, Bill.
Castine and his brother Craig, they were a deadly combination when they were against NAC in that semifinal game. And a foul on Mitchell now. So the 2 big guys picking up early fouls. Tupper Lake prevailed over Saranac in overtime in a semifinal game to advance to this championship game. And as I just said, Northeastern beat Northern Adirondack in a rout. Castine fires up a shot. That's a little bit short. First half, both teams will probably have to get used to shooting in this gym. Woods underneath. Picks up the loose ball. Mitchell's there. And he's fouled. And the foul is on Craig Castine. First shot was put up by Savard. That was off the mark, but Woods, he picked up the air ball, and then Mitchell will go to the line to shoot 2.
Both teams physical, but in different ways. Tupper Lake underneath, and of course Skip is a good man outside, but the Cougars have the predominant speed here, but Tupper Lake has the big size, so it's going to be an interesting battle.
Mitchell makes the first one. Yep, the speed and quickness of Northeastern against the size, the tall men of Tupper Lake. You know, I'm chewing gum again. Well, last time I was chewing gum, Northeastern won, so that's a good sign. The second shot doesn't go, 3-2 ball game. Much bigger court than high school. Just a couple things that both teams will have to adjust to here.
Including a bigger crowd.
Yeah, a lot of nice sized crowd here for a Thursday afternoon game or Thursday evening game.
What time is it here? 8:37. Game starting about half an hour late. This will be a late night here in Plattsburgh.
Yeah, the snowstorm putting everything back. Skiff driving through, that doesn't go. He gets his own rebound, tries to put it back up. Castine finds Antoviak. Or was that Anktel? Oh, Anktel's back in. Oh, see, they put one on me. The steal by Dumas. The speed here paying off. Dumas puts it up. They're going to say the foul's on the floor. That's 3 team fouls now on Tupper Lake. 5:19 left here in the first quarter. Northeastern should inbounds the ball underneath their basket.
Tupper Lake forward is first, team's third.
Andy Favreau coming in.
Yep.
In for Tyson Dumas.
Welcome Chris Kelly over there encouraging those girls with their hatchets up there.
Oh, that shot rattles off. Looked like it was in, but came back out. Rebound by Savard. Tupper Lake back on the attack. Fuller with the ball. Finds Woods. Woods looking to go inside to Mitchell. He dishes off to Skiff. Skiff finds Mitchell. And he puts it off the glass and in. 5-4 ball game. Tupper Lake now back on top. Early going here yet. And that's stolen away. Skiff. He doesn't have the numbers. He almost lost it, but Savard picked up the loose ball. And Antoviak coming out.
Fouls on Anktel.
Anktel.
Foul, Northeastern, Anktel.
You know what I got to do? I just got to say when I think it's Antoviak, I'll say Anktel and I'll get it right. Travis Dupree coming in. He'll replace Favreau. Each team just feeling each other out here and early going on this Class C championship game. The winner of this game will get the luxury of playing again here next week, next Wednesday. Section 7 and Section 10 regional game. This year the boys will play here at Memorial and the girls will have to travel out to Potsdam to play at Maxey Hall. And as you know, the girls champions are for Class C was Northeastern Clinton, Class B is Peru, and Class D was Westport. And that's off the foot of Northeastern Clinton, Scotty Morelli. Now Antoviak comes back in, Anktel is out. Woods is getting a breather on the bench. Button coming in for Tupper Lake. Button had that key basket in overtime against Saranac and then a big rebound in the final seconds to seal the victory. Button on the baseline, pulls it back out. Savard, 3-pointers off the mark. That last touch by somebody from the maroon and white of Northeastern. Ball will be inbounded right there at the end of the bench of the Cougars.
15 seconds on the shot clock. The shot didn't hit the rim.
Skiff driving, and that's blocked by Morelli. Nice play there. Castine kicks it to Morelli. Morelli driving through, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Foul on Northeastern, Morelli. His first, team's third.
3 team fouls now on each team. Savard with the ball. Gives it back to Fuller. Fuller finds Skiff. Skiff goes underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell can't convert it. He was wide open, but he came up short. And Toviak quickly up to Castine, and he hits the jump shot. Makes it a 6-5 ball game. Mike Castine with no hesitation, just popping a shot. And now, loose ball, pressure defense there for Northeastern. Got a hand in there on Button. The foul is called.
Mike Castine is first.
Both clubs cold from the field, though, Bill.
Well, they've got to adjust. They're not used to playing without that wall for a background. For one thing, these baskets, are suspended there. The wall is quite a ways away. And then, the gym's been done over real nice here. And he's underneath. Fouled by Dumas. So 5 fouls already on Northeastern here in the first quarter. No, I thought it wasn't Dumas. It was Mike Castine. That's his second. That's 2 he's picked up here in the last minute.
Fouls are obviously going to be a big factor if this keeps up. In the first game tonight, one of the Westport Stars, Scott Sherman, fouled out early, and that affected the outcome of that game, I believe. 3-point win for Indian Lake.
Yeah, Indian Lake, I was sort of surprised. Westport come in with a 20-2 record?
Including 2 wins over Indian Lake, but the first one was just a 1-point victory.
And Button sinks 1 of 2. Travis Dupree with the ball. Finds Dumas. Dumas goes back to Dupree. It's Anktel in the corner. His shot doesn't go. He got his own rebound. Dupree pops a jump shot. It's in and out. A lot of shots rattling around the rim. Craig Castine, though, puts it to a swish right through the hoops there for a 3-pointer. And then the steal by Antoviak. So quickly, 5 points scored here by Northeastern in the later stages of the first quarter, and they have a 5-point lead, 11-6. There's Northeastern's quickness and speed. They got the numbers. That doesn't go. And we're going to have a foul called, I believe, on Button. He bounced the ball. And timeout called by Steve Skiff. 2:13 on the clock. 11-6. The Cougars pushing out to a 5-point lead here. Bill Chase, Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable basketball. Cougars with possession. After the timeout, Morelli goes to Antoviak. Back to Morelli. They find Anktel in the corner. He pops a jump shot. Doesn't go. Craig Castine with the rebound. He puts it down underneath the Dumas, and Dumas from behind is fouled by Savard. So the speed and quickness of the Cougars right now prevailing over the height of Tupper Lake. Down to under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Number 10 coming into the game, that's Paul Pickering. He'll replace Savard. Rob Woods, Pickering, Button. And Dumas misses the first one. Well, championship basketball, I guess, brings out to the trash talking from the fans. They're yelling to Tyson Dumas. Well, he's on the foul line, and he misses both of them, and a rebound. The ball comes off the rim right into the hands of Fuller. Skiff steps across midcourt for the Lumberjacks. Button.
Are you saying that Tupper Lake wouldn't do that during the season, though?
I don't know. I didn't go up there during the boys' game this year. Woods underneath. He can't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound. That doesn't go. And they're going to call over the back on Woods. And Woods is saying somebody was pulling on his jersey. That's 2 fouls on Rob Woods. Paul Mitchell's sitting on the bench right now. And actually Savard's there too. And 2 out of the 3 big men on the bench. Foul trouble is looming for Woods. That's 16 fouls now. Dumas with the ball. Angtel goes to Morelli. Morelli drives through the middle. That's short. Outlet pass from Fuller. And now Craig Castine looking to take the ball away from Woods, and Pete McMillan calls a hold on him. That's 16 fouls now on the Cougars. Both teams with 6 fouls. It's going to be a long night here.
Shooting early.
109 still left in the first quarter.
1-1, just a foul away from both teams.
Well, that sort of surprised me on that call on McMillan, because the book on him supposedly is that he's going to let a lot go. Dumas hustling, saves the ball. A little physical contact from Fuller and Dumas. And Orville Neto helped him up. And Morelli, it's a three-pointer. Well, a couple of three-pointers spurting Cougars out into this lead. 14-6. Skip almost lost it. And hustling back was Angtel and got a foot in there and kicked the ball out of bounds. 38.6 seconds on the clock. An 8-point lead. Actually, it's what is it? 9-point run here for Northeastern. They were down 6-5. Dupree and Angtel team up for that turnover. In the game is O'Brien, number 15 for the Cougars. The Cougars are content to play for the last shot if they possibly can here in the first quarter. Morelli goes to O'Brien. And Antoviak's over there on the left side. O'Brien back to Antoviak. And Antoviak was hit hard. And there's a lot of physical contact here in the last minute of this game. Button throwing his weight around. But the Cougars are on top. That's the all-important thing. By a score of 14-6 over the Lumberjacks here. Championship Class C Section 7 basketball on Hometown Cable.
Northeastern up by 8, Bill, but the game had just finished. Plattsburgh was up by 8 at the half and just saw that completely disappear. So 8 points is not much in this ball game today.
Well, that's Plattsburgh and Saranac Lake. We got 2 different schools here now. We'll see what happens. Antoviak picks up the loose ball. Can't get the roll. Dumas had it, but then it's whacked out of bounds by Button. Cougars should get the ball back. Second quarter action underway here. Dumas, Mike Castine, Antoviak, Angtel, and Scotty Morelli come out in the second quarter for the Cougars. Rob Woods, and that's Pickering. He almost had a steal, but bounced the ball on the touchline here, or what is it? Out of bounds line. I think the touch line. Sidelines. Yeah. Button, Fuller, Skiff, Pickering, and Mitchell start off the second quarter for the Lumberjacks. Inside to Dumas. Dumas got 3 on him. Puts a shot up. Doesn't go. Mike Castine come in to help out. Scotty Morelli picked up the loose ball. That's in and out. Button is able to get the ball out to Fuller. Fuller finds Skip wide open, and Skip lays it off the glass, so that stops the 9-0 scoring run by the Cougars. Down to a 6-point ball game, 14-8. The rims are really lively. The Cougars, they seem to have been on target, but a lot of shots are rattling around the rim, and just like that one, coming right back out. Morelli underneath, too far though. Battle there, Fuller finds Skiff. Loose ball won by Fuller there. And then he threw the ball out of bounds, actually behind Paul Mitchell, and so the Cougars will get the ball back. I think the shooting percentage will go up as the game goes on. Like you said, Saranac Lake only scored 20 points in the first half, but they scored as we watched Morelli. Oh, make a great move around two Lumberjacks, but then come up short. And I was saying Saranac Lake scored 20 points in the first half, and then they rattled off 52 in the second half, pull out that Class B victory. Skip with the ball. Angtel was on him. Skip finds Button. And Button tried to dish to Mitchell. Fuller and Pickering working hard and keeping the Lumberjacks close. Skiff now off the glass. Doesn't get the roll. Mitchell's there. And they call a foul. Orville Neto did not like that. It appeared that Angtel was just standing straight up, and that'll put Lumberjacks on the line. They'll shoot the rest of the quarter. They're in the 1-1 now. Luke Radomir coming in. He'll replace Adam Button. Tupper Lake fans like to... Sounds like a boo, but it's Luke. Luke, they're yelling out there when he comes into the ball game. Mitchell makes first one. 14-9 is the score now.
Cougars have not scored yet in the second period. And that was the first foul of the second period. We're 2.5 minutes into it.
Dumas, a little bit off balance, but he's able to get the ball. Second one doesn't go for Mitchell. Score remains 14-9. Angtel, his shot's in and out. Dumas underneath, draws the foul. Three Tupper Lake players are around Dumas and put it up, and Radomir is just in the ball game. Is called for the foul. Dumas will shoot two. 5:23 left on the clock here in the first half. I am real surprised at the crowd here. I don't think there's anybody left in Tupper Lake, to tell you the truth. What is that, a 70, 80 mile trip for them to come down here to Plattsburgh?
I'd say close to 70, right around 70.
And Dumas, he's 0 for 4 from the foul line. Jay Skiff, or Chris Skiff for the ball, I mean. That was Savard dishing to Mitchell. That doesn't go. Castine driving to the basket, off the glass. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up and scores. There's the first 2 points for Northeastern here in the second quarter. 16-9 ball game. Down under 5 minutes left. Skiff brings it across midcourt.
Tupper Lake has only scored 3 points themselves, Bill, so
yeah.
Relatively quiet in the second quarter.
Well, neither team is really lighting it up on the offensive scoreboard there.
As you said, they're rolling around that rim, bouncing in and out. If this was horseshoes, the game would be a lot higher scoring right now, Bill.
That's for sure. Pickering put in some good minutes. He goes to the bench. Number 31, Jesse Skiff, is in the ball game for Tupper Lake. Savard is on the line. He has returned. And Savard makes first one. One thing Northeastern's been having a luxury of, I guess, is that Mitchell, Savard, and Woods haven't played a lot of minutes together out here in this ball game tonight. And Radomir looked like he come down to the ball, and Castine was just standing there. And then the foul is called on Mike Castine. That's his third. So Orville Neto is going to be forced to go to the bench, and I would think, and take Mike Castine out of there. Castine Mike can be a big help from the outside. And Luke Radomir, he makes the first one. It's down to a 5-point ball game, 16-11. Radomir, second one, rattles in and out. Savard, he picks up the ball, puts it up off the glass and in. Oh, it's a 3-point play for the Lumberjacks. 3-point ball game, 16-13. Favreau, that shot is blocked by Mitchell. And the ball is called out of bounds as Skiff is dribbling on the sidelines there. Pressure defense, causing that turnover for the Cougars. O'Brien back in the game for Northeastern. He replaces Mike Castine. Inside to Favreau. O'Brien. Now Morelli pops a 3-pointer. It's short. Luke Radomir picks up the ball. Savard finds Skiff. Skiff going to Mitchell. And Favreau got enough on it to cause the missed timing by Mitchell. And Mitchell was the last one to touch it, so the Cougars with the ball. Craig Castine steps across into Northeastern territory. Gives it to O'Brien. O'Brien goes to the middle. Pulls it back out to Castine. That's knocked away. Scott Morelli using his speed and strength to get that ball back. Slashes through. Then Luke Radomir comes up with a loose ball. Yeah, I'm getting a little sloppy.
They had no reason to rush that pass.
Craig Castine hits a 3-pointer. And right now then, 3-pointers, 3 of them by Northeastern is helping them maintain that lead. 19-13. And there's a little stutter step on a part of Savard. And Toviak and Travis Dupree return for the Cougars. O'Brien and Scott Morelli are out. Travis Dupree in the corner here on the right side. Goes into Favreau. Favreau has to pull it back out. Gives it to Craig Castine. Castine comes outside to Antoviak. Back to Craig. And they're calling a double dribble. Is that a late call or? Steve Parker, I don't know if he called the double dribble because he went up and then lost it and then started to dribble again. I don't know.
Well, it looked like Castine deliberately brought the ball into Skiff's hand to try to get a new dribble out of it. And Parker said no, that wouldn't work. So
Skiff driving through, draws a foul. That puts Tupper Lake in a double bonus. They'll shoot 2 fouls.
Northeastern Yanktel is third.
Yanktel, his third. Orville Neto being forced to go deep to the bench here tonight.
Eamon O'Brien say, hey, I'm glad these guys are picking up fouls. I get some playing time. He doesn't mind.
No.
But O'Brien is foul prone too, so he might have to watch himself out there.
Skiff makes it a 19-14 ball game. 2.5 minutes left here in the first half. Beautiful downtown Plattsburgh at Memorial Hall. Championship basketball here on a Thursday night, March 5th. Section 7's version of March Madness the last couple of nights. Craig Castine trying to drive through there, but he lost the ball on the dribble, and Skiff picked up the loose ball. 5-point ball game. Skiff and Toviak watching him. Savard with O'Brien. We'll go back outside to the other Skiff, and that's Jesse Skiff missing that long 3-pointer. Rebound picked up by O'Brien. And O'Brien stepped on the line, so they call it over and back. Luke Radomir will inbound the ball for Tupper Lake. And Toviak watching Skiff closely. Skiff driving through the middle, but he loses the ball as he tried to dish to Morelli. Morelli going to use his speed on the other Skiff, Jesse, and he draws the foul, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2 at 1 minute and 33 seconds on the clock.
Glad to see, Bill, that Morelli seems to have suffered no ill effects in that hard fall he took in the NAC game. He went down hard, and I know when he left the ball game, he was shaking. You know, I imagine the adrenaline was flowing.
Yeah, he was fouled by Richard Dashna. He landed flat on his back. His feet got swept out from underneath him. He hits both those foul shots, so he appears to be okay. He's been there all night tonight for him. 21-14. Cougars with a 7-point lead. Skiff driving through, lays a finger roll, and gets it to go. O'Brien picking up that long pass from Tyson Dumas. And Toviak's in the corner. He has to come outside to Scott Morelli. Morelli to O'Brien. Back out to Morelli. They find Castine on the left side. Three-pointer. Doesn't go. And well, yeah, baby. Scott Morelli off the glass. Tapping it back up and in for a 23-16 game. Radomir, though, he's open on the left side, using that left hand. 5-point game, 23-18. Scott Morelli finds Craig Castine. And Castine, I believe, got what he wanted. It went off one of the... He was able to hit...
The lumberjack.
And what we got? A 20-second timeout? 20-second timeout with 31.9 seconds on the clock. 23-18, Cougars on top of Tupper Lake. Spell it that time. Oh, we're back in action here. Let's see the seconds twirling off the clock, and then a turnover. Mike Castine.
Put back in. Offensively, I think Duper's going to come back in now. Defensively, and O'Brien. They put Anktil and Castine in for the offense. Oh, both Castines are coming out, I guess. Anktil has 3 fouls also. I thought maybe he'd come out that time.
Anktil watching Skiff. The alley-oop to Mitchell, and it works. Dumas looking for Anktil. He saved it, but right into the hands of Skiff. Time running out. Jesse Skiff, three-pointer attempt doesn't go. Travis Dupree, he muscles the rebound down. But it's down to a 3-point game. 23-20. Tupper Lake down by as much as 8 at one time. It's cut it to a 3-point game. Cougars on top at the half here. Bill Chase, Calvin Castine, Hometown Cable, your ultimate high school sports network in Clinton County, bringing you championship basketball here at Plattsburgh Memorial Hall on the campus of Plattsburgh State.
Well, Bill Chase, you all set for an exciting second half here in this 3-point ball game?
Yeah, well, let's hope the quality of play picks up. Now it's a 1-point ball game.
I think the quality of play has been good. Just the ball hasn't been falling through the hoop.
I think that's what it is.
Taking good shots.
Dumas turned that ball over. Skiff tried to lay it up. That doesn't go. Savard's underneath. And just like that, Tupper Lake is on top by 1 point.
Is that what you meant by improving the quality of play? Tupper Lake coming out with 4 quick points?
No. Nothing like that. Well, we could always say it was defense prevailing in the first half. 23-20 was the score. Yeah. Craig Castine inside. And Scott Morelli picking up the rebound. And then a foul is called. Foul is on number 30, Rob Woods. Rob Woods spent a lot of time on the bench. Saying the foul is on the floor. That's Woods' third foul. And Tupper is forced to put in Button.
Cougars are going to wish that they hadn't picked up that foul in Woods. The Button's been mean out there.
Well, Button just picks up a foul. Mike and Craig Castine, Tyson Dumas, Scott Morelli, and Ryan Anctel. Is it Antel or Antoviak? Let's try and get this right. Oh, it's Jared Antoviak.
Antoviak's out there, yeah.
Yep. Mike Castine, that's over the top of the rim. Button picks that ball up. First 4 points here, scored in the second half by Tupper Lake. Mitchell almost lost it. Tries to go to the basket. And Tyson Dumas with both thumbs up in the air looking for a jump ball call. And the foul is on Craig Castine.
Foul of Northeastern, Craig Castine, his first.
His third foul, so that puts 3 Cougars with 3 fouls.
Button is out again. 22 is in, he's 22 though.
Luke Radomir comes in. Radomir played a good first half. Tupper Lake. The bench has been contributing. Paul Mitchell makes it a 25-23 score. You know, Saranac Lake had 20 points in the first half. Tupper Lake only had 20 points in their first half. And then that Lake. Craig Castine called for an offensive foul. Takes off his jersey and sitting at the other end of the bench.
Lucky he doesn't pick up a technical foul on that little movement. Lucky for him, the refs ignored it.
That's for sure.
Well, he's a senior. He doesn't want this to be his last game, though.
Well, Luke Radomir moving his feet. 8 straight points here. And Orville Neto wants a timeout to talk about it. 6:24 left on the clock. And Tupper Lake on top by a score of 28-23 here in third quarter action of this Class C Section 7 championship ball game on Hometown Cable. And Mabel Morelli there was trying to do her version of spelling Tupper, but she spelled Cougars instead. And Toviak hustling over there, but unable to save the ball.
Well, last week after the Tupper Lake game and during the Cougar Bobcat game, Diane was talking with the Lumberjack and trying to get pointers from him.
Savard with the ball. Savard, Skiff, Radomir, Mitchell, and Skiff. They're out now for Tupper Lake. Mike Castine and Toviak, Tyson Dumas, Anctel, and Scott Morelli. And Skiff is shot. And Radomir goes over the back of Dumas. That'll be a foul on Radomir.
Foul, Tupper Lake, Radomir, his second, team's third.
Team third foul on Tupper Lake here in the second half. Morelli over to Mike Castine, pops a shot, that doesn't go. Radomir had it, stolen away, and Anktel puts it back up and in. So there's the first points for the Cougars here in the second half. 28-25. Mitchell on a baseline. Travel is called. So the basket doesn't count. Clock stops, 5:33 on the clock. It's a turnover. The Cougars with the ball. Full court pressure being applied here by the Lumberjacks. Mike Castine, 3 Cougars around him, and Lumberjacks. And Savard picks up the foul. This has been an ugly ball game.
Savard is second, team's fourth.
Each team, their pressure defense causing havoc for the other team, but the pressure's a little bit too much, and then both teams are getting a little bit carried away with fouls. That's 5 now on Tupper Lake here in this third quarter.
Well, the game at Northeastern got really physical, and the referees roughing that night let it go for a while, and then they really had to toughen it up in the last quarter. It was getting out of hand.
Mike Castine doesn't get the roll. Scott Morelli's there, but it's stripped away by Savard. Savard finds Skiff. Savard runs into Antoviak. Little incidental contact there. Savard now with the ball. Outside the three-point arc, gives it to Mitchell. Now Savard looking to drive, goes to his left, puts it up and scores. 30-25. Morelli up to Antoviak. Antoviak looking for Anktel. Well, Mitchell got a hand in there. Now Castine. He steals the ball back for the Cougars. Castine driving, and he's fouled by Jesse Skiff. Did you know the Skiff boys are twins?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they are. Jesse and is it Chris Skiff?
Jesse Skiff is third.
They are twins. Jesse Skiff, he's a little hot. They put him on the bench. That's his third foul. And his father and the coach is trying to calm him down. Mike Castine on the line, 4:38 left. He doesn't make the first one of 2. Getting set to put the second one up. Second one's good. Luke Radomir inbounds to Fuller. Fuller back in the ball game for Tupper Lake. Chris Skiff on the left side, comes over here to the right, middle of the court for Lumberjacks. Gives the ball to Fuller. Fuller goes inside of Mitchell. Mitchell working on Morelli. Shot is off the glass. Ball comes down. Cougars got it. They got the numbers. And Anktel off the glass. What's the score now? 30-28. Almost had a turnover. Fuller will inbound the ball again for Tupper Lake. He finds Savard. Savard goes back to Fuller. Anktel and Mike Castine looking to pick him up. They find Skiff down here in the Tupper Lake end. And Toviak watching Skiff. 2-point ball game. Down under 4 minutes left in his third quarter. Class C Section 7 championship ball game. Skiff throws one up, and Anktel comes down with a rebound off the glass. Travis Dupree in the ball game for the Cougars. Drives to the middle, goes back to Anktel. Three-pointer, a little bit short. Mitchell comes down with that ball. Well, actually, the ball came down into Mitchell's hands. Goes to Radomir. Radomir to Skiff. Skiff to Savard. Savard reverse layup, and he gets it to go. 32-28. Morelli. Numbers here, game. Mike Castine and Anktel working together. 32-30. Northeastern is staying close by breaking through the press, and they're getting the 2-on-1 breaks. And they've been able to score a couple times as a result of catching the Tupper Lake back on in the offensive end of their end. Ball goes out of bounds. What do they call it? A jump ball?
I said Mitchell stepped out of bounds with it.
Subs coming in. O'Brien back in for Northeastern. Button back in for the Lumberjacks. Mike Castine with the ball. Gives it back to O'Brien. O'Brien goes to Antoviak. Mike Castine in the corner. Blocked shot by Mitchell. And Fuller steps on. Was that the baseline, ain't it?
That's the baseline, Bill.
Okay. That's a break for the Cougars. Loose ball. And now they say it's out of bounds, and the black, red, and white of Tupper Lake will get the ball back. 2-point game. Defense has been the story here in this game. Skiff is hit from behind by Antoviak as he was trying to go to the basket. And that ball will be put in play underneath Tupper Lake's basket. Antoviak, that's his first foul. I didn't know if we had anybody left. We didn't have any fouls for either team. O'Brien.
You better get with the ball game here and start fouling people.
Fuller, he was open, but he goes inside to Mitchell. Mitchell really putting the body on Morelli. And then he got his own rebound. And he count the basket, make it a 34-30 game. I don't know, that looked like an offensive foul to me.
So what's it from this angle, Bill?
And they've called offensive fouls on the Cougars two times already, so.
Timeout, Tupper Lake, 20-second timeout.
And Orville Neto, he don't like that. That first push off by Mitchell. "20-second timeout taken, 2:06 on the clock, third quarter action. Wild Bill Chase with Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable. Craig Castine, he's been on the bench since taking off that jersey. And you talked about you didn't want this to be his last ball game, but you know, you might not have a chance to have anything to say about that. I don't know if Orville Neto really liked the fact that he took that shirt off.
Orville Neto will put him back in. Trust me.
Okay, that's good to know. Mitchell doesn't make it. Morelli gets the rebound. So three-point play doesn't go. It's a 4-point ball game. We come over to the right to the left side. Mike Castine in the left corner. Gets it out to Angtel. And Toviak pops the three-pointer. It doesn't go. Skiff is running the floor. Mitchell trying to go to him. He does. And Skiff puts it off the glass. 6-point lead. Tupper Lake's biggest lead of the ball game. Dumas almost lost the ball. And Toviak pops a shot. That doesn't go. Button and Fuller. Chris Skiff lays it up again. And a timeout called. That brings the little Tupper Lake faithful to their feet. 1:22 on the clock, third quarter. 38-30, Lumberjacks over the Cougars. Well, the Cougars have just got to go back to what they were doing right in that first half and to get things back on track. It appears almost that Tupper Lake has taken a page out of their own book defensively. And the Cougars haven't been able to apply any of that pressure that they'd like to apply defensively.
They can't afford the fouls at this point, though.
Yeah, that's true. And Toviak almost lost it. Pick the ball up, get it to Angtel. Dumas open in the middle. He kicks it out to Castine. Three-pointer. That doesn't go. Pickering gets the rebound. Mitchell Mitchell to Button. Button's got Savard. He's got to go back to Pickering. And Savard driving through the paint and scores. 40-30, down to 40 seconds left. 10-point game for the Lumberjacks. Anktel put up a shot, rattle off the rim. Button came down with a rebound. Button gets it up to Savard, and now Morelli fouls Savard. And that's Scott's, I believe, his fourth foul, I believe. 22.7 seconds on the clock. No, it's only his third. Tupper Lake pulling away here, late stages of this third quarter. Paul Mitchell, he was sick early in the regular season. During the regular season, had a reaction to antibiotic or something, and he missed a lot of ball games. But he's been a big factor here in this second half as we watch Savard make the first one of two. 22.7 seconds. He makes them both. 12-point game. 42-30. And Anktel sinks the jump shot. Brings it back down to a 10-point margin. Radomir. Anktel working on Fuller. Button come out. Anktel running to him. They go inside to Savard. Savard can't get that to go. Savard working hard. Dumas there. 0.5 seconds on the clock. 42-32. Fourth quarter action will start after they take a little bit of a break. And Tupper Lake down by 3 at the half, though, has built themselves up to a 10-point lead. 42-32 here on Hometown Cable Championship Basketball.
Based on that first meeting between these two teams when the Cougars almost beat Tupper Lake without Morelli, I figured they were the favorites in this ball game, but Tupper Lake playing well this third period. Everything they tossed up just seemed to bounce in and just bounce in that rim and fall in for them.
Morelli looking to start it off. Dumas gets the rebound, puts it back up and in. A two-handed layup by Dumas. Cuts it down to an 8-point game. Craig Castine does return here. Craig, Mike Castine, Antoviak, Jared Antoviak, Dumas, and Scott Morelli. Mitchell being watched by Morelli. They kick it back out to Skiff. He spins to his right and kicks it off the glass. 44-34. Mike Castine drives through, finds Dumas. That doesn't go. And Toviak can't get it to fall. Fuller rattles it out of bounds. Cougars will get the ball back underneath their basket. And it appears that Tupper Lake's adjusted more to the surroundings than the Cougars did after the halftime break. And Skiff has been... He's been
playing like the player of the year.
I guess. And a lot of his points are coming off layups. I mean, he's usually a definite outside threat, but he's got at least 8 to 10 points here in this half on just layups alone. 46-34.
What makes it tough is he's done a nice job of dishing off when he penetrates, so you don't know whether to chase after him or not, because he's been finding the open man.
And Skiff just patted Antoviak on the back. Well, Craig Castine's on the line to shoot. I guess that was the 1-and-1. He'll shoot the second one now. He made the first one. That was kind of odd to see that Skiff was patting Antoviak on the back. You know, I mean, a lot of game left, but nothing wrong with it. Just little friendly words being expressed probably to each other. Travel called on Mitchell, and he knew it. Ten-point ball game. Northeastern was able to hit some three-pointers in that first half, but I don't know if they've got any here yet to the second half. Mitchell from the baseline. Shots off the glass. And Savard picked up the loose ball and jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of the Lumberjacks. And that break for Tupper Lake. Button wide open. On the inbounds play, Button sinks the basket. 48-36. Craig Castine, three-pointer, doesn't go. Dumas with the long rebound. Ball stripped away by Skiff. Fuller fell down. Skiff dishes to Savard. An offensive foul is called, so that basket won't count.
Foul, Tupper Lake, Chris Skiff, his first, team's 8.
His first foul?
Hard to believe, huh?
It is. 5:51 on the clock.
Tupper Lake has out-fouled the Cougars here in the second half, 8-5.
Mike Castine, three-pointer, rattles around the rim, doesn't go, loose ball. Morelli able to pick up the ball, puts up a shot, but Mitchell picks up the rebound that time. And now the foul called on number 23, Antoviak. Skip doing a nice job there, hanging on the ball until it looked like he got what he wanted.
I'd be curious to see what the Northeastern shooting percentage is tonight.
They've had a lot of shots that just have rattled around the rim.
It's a horseshoe night, though.
Yep.
Everything's close.
Button getting the rebound and scoring. And there's an example of what's been going on for Tupper Lake. I mean, he got the roll that time, and the Cougars can't buy a roll. Mike Castine, though, driving the baseline there, makes a nice play, kicks it off the glass, makes it a 50-38 ball game. We're down under 5 minutes. Savard, he's going to lose that. And it's kind of hard to say that the Cougars have been off. But I mean, there's so many shots that have just rattled around the rim. And that time Mike Castine gets Button to foul him. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Seems like a quarter of an inch here, a quarter of an inch there, and they're shooting. And
4.5 minutes to go. Things could turn around the other way very quickly, Bill.
Yep.
A lot of time left.
Mike Castine hits 1 of 2. Timeout is being called here, though. 4:35 on the clock. 50-39, Tupper Lake over Northeastern on Hometown Cable High School basketball action.
Timeout in Northeastern coaches on their third.
the ball game ain't over yet, but we got a few people that are, I don't know, trying to.
Way to the door.
Yeah. They want to beat the traffic or whatever.
Like to beat the traffic coming in, not necessarily beat it going out.
And Mike Castine sinks them both. 10-point game.
Parking always a big problem when you come here to Memorial Hall.
That's for sure.
Beautiful inside, but lousy place to get a place to park.
Nice play there from Savard to Rob Woods, but he can't get it to go. Craig Castine with the ball, driving through. He doesn't get the roll. Savard pick up the rebound, and he dished to Skiff. And Skiff put the elbow into Castine, and Parker bought into it.
Foul Northeastern.
This fourth.
Mike Castine is 4, team 7.
That'll put Skiff on the line, and that's one guy I don't think you want on the foul line. And he doesn't get that to go. Rebounded by Dumas. Craig Castine, Scott Morelli, Dumas, Mike Castine, and Anktel. Mike Castine drives through. Craig with the rebound. And then Rob Woods would appear to be a blocked shot, but a foul called. That'll put Craig on the line to shoot 2.
Foul number 8, Woods is 4th.
And that's Rob Woods' 4th.
Still have almost 4 minutes to go, Bill, so this game is not over.
Yeah.
Somebody better tell that couple that's walking out right now. They think it's over.
Well, Craig Castine drops it down to a 9-point game. This could come into a foul shooting game. 8-point margin now. Closest Northeastern's been since early in the 3rd quarter. Savard and Fuller trying to connect there, but Fuller throws the ball out of bounds, and Tupper Lake feeling the heat of the Cougars creeping up on them. Call a timeout. 3:42 on the clock. 50-42 to score. Lumberjacks over the Cougars.
Their first.
Guy better not show up with the cheerleaders tomorrow night for the cheerleading competition, though.
Mike Castine picking up the rebound after the shot by his brother didn't go.
6-point ball game.
I didn't think he'd come out and spell Tupper until he really thought that they had the game in hand.
Next year he's going to learn how to spell Lake, too.
All right. I don't think so. He's been spelling Tupper a lot of years. And Mitchell, he's fouled. Somebody had grabbed his arm, and Northeastern didn't think so, but that one was an obvious one.
Foul Northeastern, Dumas is 1st. He's 8.
His first?
He's going to get busy, too, here.
His first? Tyson's only got 1 foul.
Yeah.
All right. Jeez. We're surprised every time of somebody saying his first. Or, well, Foxy saying his first. Mitchell makes the foul shot. Up to a 7-point game now. Back to 8 points. Mitchell making both foul shots. Craig Castine with the ball. His brother Mike, both definite 3-point threats. We go inside to Dumas. Dumas thought he lost it, but the Cougars hang on. It's off the white jersey Tupper Lake player. Mike Castine will inbounds to Scott Morelli. Scott Morelli, pass inside to Craig Castine. Went through his hands. Dumas picked it up, but then Dumas was fouled. That's the second on Skiff. That'd be Chris Skiff.
3 minutes to go to make it a 6-point game again, though.
Thought you said I'd be out of here by 10. Dumas shooting 2 as the Cougars are in the double bonus. Second one is good. Anktel picking up Skiff in the backcourt. Skiff steps across center court. His pass goes through the hands of Woods. Savard saves it. Fuller picks up that pass from Savard. Savard driving the baseline, and he scores. Quick pass from Morelli to Anktel. The Tupper Lake players were there to get in Anktel's face, and then the Cougars turned the ball over. And Anktel fouled. Not quite sure who. Looks like Savard will go to the line. Jesse Skiff coming into the ball game for Fuller. And Savard, nothing but net there on that foul shot. 2.5 minutes exactly left in the ball game. 55-45. 56-45. Craig Castine, or Mike Castine goes to Craig. And then it's lost, but Mitchell or Woods picks it right back up. His bounce pass is away from Chris Skiff. Cougars ball. Timeout called. 2:16 on the clock. 11-point game, Tupper Lake on top of Northeastern Clinton.
Timeout Northeastern, they're 40.
Great faux pas there. Tupper Lake was chanting Tupper Lake during the cheer for the Cougars.
Well, you know, we'll have to get them NAC cheerleading parents after them. Teach them that cheerleading etiquette again. .216 on the clock.
11 points is a lot at this point in the game, though.
Mike Castine, heads up play there. The clock doesn't start until someone touches the ball. Morelli, three-pointer is good.
That's the other end of that coin, too, though. You have 5 seconds to inbound the ball. If you don't touch it before the 5 seconds are up, you lose it.
Oh, I didn't know that one. Okay. I wasn't watching to see if the ref was counting it off. Tupper Lake now with the ball. Morelli making that hits that three-pointer, makes an 8-point ball game. And Morelli and Castine run into each other, and the foul is going to be called on who? 25. It's on Morelli. Woods on the line.
That's at least 3, I think 4 Cougars. I think Anktel, both Castines, and Morelli all have 4 fouls.
Woods misses the first one. Second one doesn't go either. But Savard able to run down the loose ball. Throws it out of bounds. But Steve Parker says ball went off in one of the Cougar players. 20-second timeout call. A few more people leave. 1:44 left on the clock. It's an 8-point game, 56-48.
Not believe the number of people heading for the exits with 1:44 to go. 8-point ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. You might as well stay another 5 minutes. Who knows? The Cougars could tie it up. And you miss that exciting finish. Woods. Dumas getting there a little bit late, but he fouls Woods. That's Tyson's second foul.
Dupree and O'Brien will keep coming in for the Castine brothers on defense. Now I guess he's going to put Ankle in on defense.
Woods 0 for 3 here. Last 3 foul shots. He's not a great shooter from the foul line. That one doesn't go. Ball comes down into Savard's hand. Dumas now with it. Craig Castine looking for the ball. He gets it from Morelli. He pops the shot, scores. The 2-pointer though. Frank Dumas with his hands up. And a foul called on Mike Castine.
He's out. 6-point ball game.
56-50. Cougars still hanging close. 1:20 on the clock. Mike Castine has just fouled out of the ball game. Chris Skiff has done a tremendous job in drawing the foul here in the second half. And I think he's drawn what? A couple of those have been on Mike Castine. Mike got 3 in that first half. He was able to hang on into the ball game with 1:20 left.
Not sure what was that. What the delay was there.
Chris Skiff, he's shooting first foul shot. He misses it. Both teams in a double bonus now.
6-point ball game and 1:20 to go. Lumberjacks going to have to hit from the foul line, otherwise Cougars going to pull this one out there.
Yeah, a couple 3-pointers were all tied up. Scott Morelli or Craig Castine can't get that ball from Antoviak. Now he gets the ball. Finds Dumas. Dumas underneath. Scores. 57-52. 5-point ball game. Woods goes to Skiff. Skiff's got Savard. And Anktel fouls Skiff.
Foul Northeastern. Ankle is fifth.
Orville Nettle is going to use this as an unofficial timeout.
Once Ankle gets on that bench, I don't know if he can...
Well, you get a minute, I think, to pick a player.
At least 30 seconds, but Ankle went right to the bench. In the past, I've seen them keep the player on the floor. So it looked like they're choosing somebody, but...
John Rabideau and is it Patricia Ryan?
Yeah.
They think this ball game is...
They don't think it's going to go to overtime, do they?
No. No, they figure the Cougars are going to hit 2 3-pointers and win it by 1.
They might be right, Bill. They just might be right.
Chris Skiff on the line.
5-point ball game.
54.4 seconds left. And usually a sure thing at the foul line. Skiff has missed a couple shots now. He's 1 of 3. 2 of 4. Last 2 times at the line. Craig Castine. And Castine pulls a page out of Skiff's book and draws a foul, and he'll shoot 3 here. Foul is on Jesse Skiff.
Foul number 8, Jesse Skiff is 4.
It's all 3. We got a 3-point ball game and almost 50 seconds to go.
Real heads-up play by Craig there that time to get the body contact, put the shot up. But he's got to sink him. Well, his sister plays on this court. Maybe Craig comes in here and gets a practice with his sister once in a while.
Maybe.
First one's good. Real pressure situation for Craig here. Katie's down there sitting with Craig's parents.
Her parents too.
No, her parents too. Kelvin's so quick to correct me. Craig's third one, well, he hit 2 of 3. 4-point ball game. O'Brien with the steal. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Tupper Lake. Northeastern not done yet. 44.2 seconds. Morelli back in the game. Travis Dupree had come in. Morelli, 3-pointer, short, falls into the arms of Savard. He's quickly fouled, that stops the clock. 58-54.
Foul Northeastern, Craig Castine is 5th.
Oh, I thought it was on Morelli.
That's 3 Cougars were fouled out. And all my nephews.
2 Castines and Anktel. Savard, he's played a tremendous game for the Lumberjacks, actually. Savard, he had some disciplinary problems in the, he missed the NAC game. He got into it, I guess, with the Tupper Lake principal. Had some choice words for the principal and that. And he said, well, we aren't playing basketball tonight. But he's here tonight. And a block shot. Morelli getting the ball after the block shot. Fuller grabbed by Dumas. That'll stop the clock. 26.4. Dumas, that's his 3rd foul. And Savard, that last time down the court, blocking the 3-point attempt.
Foul is given to Morelli, he's out.
Wow, that's amazing. 4 Northeastern Clinton Cougar players have fouled out. 2 Castines, Morelli and Anktel. And that brings in, who's number 12 here?
Barry Anktel.
Barry Anktel. Is he related to you too?
Yeah, my wife was an Anktel, so he's a relative. Not a nephew though.
I heard they're going to change Northeastern Clinton. It's not going to be the Cougars anymore. It's going to be the Castines. Jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Northeastern. 61-54 as Savard hit 1 of 2. O'Brien. Gives the ball to Antoviak. Barry Anktel hits a jump shot. Chris Skiff. Ball's knocked out of bounds. 12.3 seconds. 61-56. Tupper Lake fans think they've got it in hand. They're yelling, "We're number one." Fuller with the ball. Steps around Dupree. Goes inside to Mitchell. Mitchell puts up the shot. And it goes 63-56. And that's the final. Tupper Lake winning the Class C Section 7 basketball championship here for the 97-98 basketball season at Memorial Hall at Plattsburgh State. Once again, the final, 63-56. Lumberjacks over the Cougars. Then Bill Chase with Calvin Castine. I'm taking off with the rest of the Cougar fans. You can film the award ceremony.
So the night of Lakers, Bill.
The night of Lakers. Yeah, you said it. And that other omen, 20 points only in the first half for Saranac Lake and Tupper Lake. Well, everybody, have a good night.
Thanks to Bill Chase for all he's done throughout the winter months, and we'll see more of Bill in the springtime. Thank you, Bill Chase.
Congratulations to Northeastern Clinton Central School on a great season and great game.
Northeastern Clinton, the Division I champions. There'll be no sectional title this year.
Barry Anktil.
They're getting their certificates, their shirts, I should say. Barry Anktil. Peter Castine. 14-2 during the regular season. Outstanding year. But Tupper Lake seemed destined to win this one. Eamon O'Brien, Andrew Favreau, Travis Dupree.
Jason Coulombe.
Michael Castine. Ryan Anktel. Jared Enkoviak. The seniors, Craig Castine.
Scott Morelli.
Tyson Dumas, Andrew Favreau, Jason Coulombe. This will be their last game. Dumas and Castine will, in all probability, play in the senior game. Tyson Dumas, Craig Castine.
And the Cougars coach, Mr. Orville Netto.
Orville Netto once again gets the second place finish in the sectionals.
And now introducing the Section 7 Class C champion of the Central School. Receiving t-shirts, certificates, and sectional patches. Adam Button. Ted Demeron. Luke Radimer. Kelly Baker. Jason Ham. Paul Pickering. Jesse Skiff. Sean Savard. Jason Fuller. Chris Skiff. Rob Wood. Paul Mitchell. And to accept the championship trophy, the Lumberjacks coach, Mr. Steve.
And Coach Skiff. Lumberjacks, I think, won it in the third period. Things were dropping for them and bouncing out for the Cougars, and I think that's when the game was won. So that's it. Section 7 Class C champions, Tupper Lake defeating the slightly favored Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars. We've been at Memorial